Traveling the world for a dose of culture can be as simple as finding the perfect recipe. Today, our Studio 5 kitchen travels to India. But before you draw the line on Indian cuisine, you might want to take a look at this family dinner dish. Becky Low with the Dairy Farmers of Utah and Idaho is taking our taste buds on a trip with her and her Chicken Tikka Masala. That's fun to say.
It is.
Chicken Tikka Masala. You know what? The idea of this meal, I'll see if I can get it all out, spit out all those long vowels, and the smells in our kitchen today has us reminiscing about that movie, The 100-Foot Journey.
I love that movie.
Remember that? With
yes.
the Indian spices.
Food is memories.
Food is memories.
Yeah.
Food is love. Feel it in your heart. Put it in your pot. That was the only movie where I've sat through the whole thing taking notes because there were so many awesome food quotes, right?
You know, I've even gone back to the website and pulled some of those quotes out. I loved them so much.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good. All right, a lot of families, though, as I touched on, maybe shy away from this. They have picky eaters. They're not sure their children's palates will appreciate it. You say this is really family friendly.
Oh, family friendly and very adjustable for your taste buds. Now, sometimes we look at recipes and we look at the ingredient list and say, yep, I'm not going to do that. So this one does have a long list of ingredients, but it's mostly spices. The whole thing comes together very fast and very easy.
Are these spices we can readily find at our grocery store?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I'll show you as we get going with this. Part of it, the tikka masala, it's small bits of chicken marinated in spices, and then you grill it. And I left my
what do you need?
My meat somewhere.
Tiff, we're on a meat hunt.
Yep.
They're looking.
I think it's in the cooler.
They're looking.
There we go.
Okay, bring it on in. Thank you so much.
Anyway, it's marinated and then it's roasted.
Yeah.
And then we put it in a spice or a creamy tomato base that you can, again, season that up however you'd like.
Don't you wish we had kitchen helpers like that in our own kitchens?
Yes, I do.
Homemade tips, the meat. All right,
that's
so
when you panic.
Let's get going.
Okay, so first off, the marinade, and we'll talk a little bit about the spices. So this is with yogurt, and I like the plain yogurt rather than the Greek yogurt.
So that's your liquid, so to speak?
Yeah, yeah. And then on top of that, I'm going to reach over here and grab this lemon, and then we're going to squeeze about a half a lemon in there, and I'm going to use my hands.
Seeds in your palm.
Yeah. We want about a half in there.
Every time I do that, I think of you in my own kitchen.
Do you
yeah,
really?
It's a Becky trick that I learned.
Now, that does help with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, we're also going to add some minced garlic and ginger, fresh ginger. Now,
Yum.
you can use some, I like the fresh ginger because it has just so much more flavor and smell and aromatic, and it's just wonderful.
The aromatic principles in our kitchen today are amazing.
You can use some ground if you'd like with it.
Okay.
Okay, then the next thing is the garam masala. And here it is.
The what?
Garam masala.
Garam masala.
Yeah.
I have never cooked with garam masala.
Well, now here's a new spice for you to try. It's actually a blend of spices. And I did put on the bottom of the recipe, you know how you could make it yourself. It's best if you roast the whole spices, then grind it yourself. But, you know, when you're fast and you want to get things done, go to the store. This is readily available in
my motto.
Buy it in the spice section.
Okay.
But if you go to the Indian market, then you can actually get it in larger quantities for a little bit cheaper price.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll put some of that into it as well. And if your heat at this point, Jeff, I'm not putting the cayenne into this one.
Sorry, Jeff.
Or the peppers.
Sorry, bud.
Okay, we'll just put those together. And then we put our chopped up or cubed chicken into this.
How long does it have to sit?
This marinates for, I would say at least 15 minutes, but overnight's better.
Okay.
Okay, it tenderizes the chicken and it also blends those flavors. Okay, from this point, you're going to put it on a rack. I either will skewer it and put it out on the grill, or here was my little forget, but here it is. Okay, so I just simply put it onto a baking sheet and broiled it. And this actually makes it a little bit easier to work with. You know, here's some. This is approximately a pound to a pound and a half of chicken.
How long does it take approximately to broil it up?
5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, just so it's brown. And if you're doing this all at one time, then you don't have to worry about this being fully cooked because we'll finish it up in the sauce itself.
Okay.
All right, next is our sauce. And I love this sauce. We're going to use it right here. Okay, so we'll begin with just melted butter. We want those same seasoned ingredients, and so I have a little bit of garlic.
Gosh, you guys, I'm sorry to keep going on and on, but the smells in our studio today are
this is
unreal.
Wonderful. Now, you don't want this really hot to burn it, but you do want it a little bit hotter than what it is right now. I like it to sizzle, but not burn. Okay, from here, we're going to add a can of tomato sauce. You can add tomatoes or even use cooked I mean, not cooked, but fresh tomatoes and chop them up.
Okay.
Okay, it does make it chunkier, so leave it chunky, or you can put it into a blender and blend it up afterwards.
Yeah, there's those preferences again. Like my 2-year-old texture scares her sometimes. So the smoother, the better.
Okay, we're also going to add a little bit of salt to this.
Okay.
And of course, we want the spices.
And that's the same blend we touched on earlier.
Same blend.
Okay.
Okay, now if you need to limit the amount of spices, then I would probably go with the garam masala first.
Okay.
Okay, then you got it.
That's going to give you a lot of flavor, that one little bottle.
Yep, and it's unique to it. You know, these are the spices that would be common in India. By the way, you know, there's this big fight whether this would originated in India or it's British.
Oh.
You know, we're not going to fight over it.
We're just going to let them talk that out.
Okay, so this is, we're going to move over here.
Okay.
You want to cook it down until it's nice and thick.
Okay.
Okay, now this is as thick as you like it, or, you know, you can have it runny or whichever you want. From this point, oh, I love this part. We're going to put in a cup of cream.
I was going to ask how it went from the red sauce color to the cream color.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Now, again, if you add, you can see where this is, it's a little bit yellower. And, you know, when you go to an Indian restaurant, every restaurant has it just a little bit different than the others.
Okay.
But it's kind of an orange color.
Yeah.
You're going to have more of an orange-red color if you use the tomato sauce rather than the
real tomatoes. Okay.
Okay, then the last thing.
Chicken goes in.
Yep.
What kind of rice do we serve this with?
A basmati is what I like.
Basmati?
It's kind of a buttery rice. Frankly, you could use any type of rice you want with it.
Okay.
But, you know, you get to choose. You get to choose. If that's what you have in your food storage, then use it.
Okay.
At this point, I would also use a spoon, taste it for salt. If you want to add a little bit more seasonings to it, great. Okay, this I broiled just a little bit earlier.
I'm going to try this one, Becky.
Put our chicken into it. And you need to get this good and hot and simmery.
Yes.
And heated through, and especially if your chicken is not quite cooked, then finish cooking your chicken. And it's done.
Plates up beautifully. Smells, have I mentioned that it smells amazing? And Becky has posted this recipe for you and for me and for all of us to enjoy on the Studio 5 website, studio5.ksl.com. Becky, thank you so much.
You bet.
Now we just need to go watch the movie together. Movie night.
Okay.
All right.